Hi, I'm Urban Eve. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for clicking. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate your subscriptions. I'm really bad at opening these videos and even worse at closing them. So please forgive me while I brush up on my opening and closing skills. In this video, I'm going to review the Profusion Beauty Superstars palette that I talked about in my last video. But before I do that, I just wanted to give you a refresher of the eyeshadow palettes that I have in my collection so far. So here we go. I have the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place. I have the Saharan by Juvia's Place. The Saharan 2 to be exact. I have the Nubian 2 by Juvia's Place. I have the Mini Masquerade palette by Juvia's. This is the first one I ever got by them. And this is actually the last one, the Festival by Juvia's Place. That one is like the least used. I'll do another video maybe one day of like looking through those palettes. I can actually start to get a sense of the kind of colors that I really like as opposed to what I thought I liked. You know, I thought that I liked, and I still do love bold and bright colors, but I've discovered that I'm a little bit more into like warm siennas and definitely like peachy tones than I thought. And I've only learned that from having several eyeshadow palettes and seeing what I usually go for on a regular basis. Fenty Beauty's Galaxy palette, which I was very disappointed by initially and which I started to like much later, but which I still feel is like by and large pretty impractical since it's just it's really a bunch of shimmer shades that can go well over like matte, you know, shadows. But I mean, it's good for that. And again, this is something that I discovered about myself. I was just like, ooh, glitter? I love glitter. I love sparkle. Of course I'm getting the Galaxy palette. And then I discovered I actually need a little bit more practicality, a little bit more every day. Who knew? And so the very last palette that I got before the Profusion palette that I'm about to review is the Cheers to Beauty palette by Color to Rain. They discontinued this palette on their site and they had a half-off sale. Oh, I forget what it was, but it made it very affordable for me, and I had been eyeing this palette for a long time. Again, I found out about the Profusion palette from watching The Ombre Life, and she did this amazing look using this palette, and I was just like blown away that it was only $10. So I was just like, why not? Let me just order it. This is a palette that I have read is available in a lot of Targets, which told me a little bit about, you know, perhaps the quality in it, but which did not prepare me for the fact that it was going to be in cardboard. So but I was just like, I got it. I was just like, oh, this is cute. I really like this, you know, holographic kind of reflective like packaging. And as a packaging junkie, that's what drew me in. Cool, right? I also love that it opens up. So I opened it up and I saw all this like beautiful, like all these beautiful colors, but I did not realize that this shit is in, I'm sorry to curse, but this is in plastic. This is in plastic and the pans are in plastic. And I was just so offended, and I just felt my snobbery just kind of like just come up like bile in my mouth, like, oh my god, he's what look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. So after I got over that, I was just like, okay. My main thing was just like, how is one expected to use these when you have to pull this like plastic up over it? Like how is this? It's not very user friendly. So you know, and I'm not the kind of person, I have the cellophane on all my eyeshadow palettes still over them. So that's just the kind of person I am. I'm not going to take this off and then close it up. Like, I have to have it all, I have to have this over it all the time. So that's just one thing that was kind of a turn off. Kind of a turn off. It was a total turn off. I'm sorry. It's just so weird to me that these these pans are in this plastic thing. I'm just like, what? But the colors themselves are really, really beautiful. And of course, I have to get this damn thing here with the names on it. I've swatched some of them, but I haven't really used any of them yet. So far my favorite colors have been these matte colors right here. So like Outgoing, Zing, Heavenly, Phoenix, Polite, Celestial, Celebrate. I like Poise, which is kind of like this purplish, this light lavenderish color. Electric, Frozen is cool. And I love this blue color, but I have to say I could never make blue eyeshadow look good on me. I just can't. So I've swatched these on the bottom. I really like them. The blendability is really nice. It's actually very decent. What blew me away though were these ladies over here. So these two down here, I'm guessing are like, yeah, this one is Brilliant Bronzer. This one is called Medium Sculpt. These up here are like highlighters. This one is Lucky, which is like this peachy, beautiful peachy color. And this one is Sparks, which is more pinkish. And this one is smashing. Now, let me tell you something about this. This is that highlighter that I had been looking at when highlighters became a thing. Like, there is no, smashing is like, boom, one stroke. I will show you. One stroke and you just see it. And I really appreciate that in a $10 palette. Yeah, these really blew me away. I was amazed by these. And this Brilliant Bronzer, I don't really have a bronzer that I love yet, and I found that this one, it warms up really nicely on my skin, and it's just kind of a nice surprise. I was pleasantly surprised by this. So let me also just talk about the stuff on this side, but I gotta get the little topper that I've taken out because that's how good that one is. It's in my bag. It's not in here right now. It's in my bag. So I'm just gonna go get it so we can discuss that. Here it is. Here's the little topper. I put it back in. Don't know why, because I'm just gonna take it right back out. It is called Sparkling Lip Topper, but it's called Obsessed Topper. It's definitely leans towards a kind of like a shifty, kind of peachy with gold reflex color. But what it does all on its own is just amazing because it really is really very like sparkly. The applicator though is really literally like a plastic thing to stab yourself with. I don't know who thought this up as something to put on your lips because it's awful. It's plastic. It is not a brush. It is just a sharp thing. So they need to really work on that. But I will swatch it later on my lips after I do my eyeshadow look. Yes, I'm doing an eyeshadow look. And you'll see that this is really very, I mean, if it wasn't for this applicator, which is horrible, it's really deep. I really like it. It's very sparkly. It's a great topper. It just, it needs not to be a plastic, a tiny plastic knife. So, and then it also comes with, this eyeliner, which is fine, it's decent. And this brush, which I have to say is also not trash. It's like a fluffy brush. As you can see, I've already started using it. So I was actually quite pleased with all of this. I just needed to get over this. Sad. So I'm going to use some of the matte colors to do like an everyday kind of look, something very simple. I'm going to do this color for my transition color. It's called Outgoing. I haven't done this in such a long time. Like, it's kind of weird. Because I don't feel like I necessarily know what I'm doing. I really just try to learn from my faves. I'm going to go into Zing, and I'm gonna like try to deepen a little bit on the corners with Zing. Using the same brush. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I'm just gonna stick with it because, you know, light to dark. That should work. Wow, wow, wow. There's the, whoa, wow. This matte pigment, like, what? And as you can see, like, it's very easy to blend. Like, it blends out like really well. There's no fallout, at least not with the mattes anyway. This is definitely darker than I think I took a little bit too much out. I didn't do the tap tap. Do you see this color? Like, that's Zing. This is that. I'm gonna just go a little softer on this side. Not that that makes any sense because I gotta build it up to match the other side. But I just want to see what it looks like built up a little bit before it like goes into like bam. I like it. And this is where I always kind of get into trouble. Like, I don't always know what to do on the lid color. Or I don't always leave space for a lid color. I don't know. Let's go for the color next to Heavenly, Fearless. That's this color right here. I'm gonna try this one in here. I should use like a packing brush, right? To put on the lid. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna go do that. I don't know if this is light enough. Let's see. No, it's not as light as it's not bad, but I want it to go a little lighter. So I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade. I'm gonna go in with Electric. This color right here. I think that will be light enough. I just want it to pop a little bit. That's not quite that light. Let's try it on the other side where I haven't messed up yet. All right, I'm just gonna go with a sparkly color. I'm just gonna use my finger and do some sparkly color. I'm going to do the shimmery color Celestial. That is this one right here. And I'm just gonna use my finger. Yeah. Yeah. That's more along the lines of what I was going for. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna say this one is it's a little bit chalky. It doesn't lay down as much as I would like. And I'm just trying to like blend things out at the top here. maybe I should put more. Maybe I should like just dip this in Celestial. But it's chalky and it's skipping, and that really, really annoys me. Ah, I hate it when freaking shadow skips on texture. It's so irritating. Yeah, the shimmers are kind of a fail. I could see that right away. I think a pigeon just landed on the air conditioning and then flew away across the courtyard. I'm sure that you wanted to know that. So right now I'm just blending for my life to try and save this look. It's not so bad, but it's not like what I was wanting. Yeah, because these shimmers are really not good. I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna put on my liner. I'm gonna put on my mascara, and I'm gonna come back and talk to you about this contouring and highlighting portion of the Profusion palette that I'm really excited about. But I don't think I'm gonna continue trying to save this eye look any longer. I think this is it, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I think I saved it. I think it is not that bad with the liner and the mascara. Yeah, I think it's good. So I'm just gonna move on to our highlighter and bronzer portion. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna take it out. Maybe that's what it was meant for. I'm just gonna take it out so I don't have to hold up the whole freaking thing. Oh my God. I'm gonna do Brilliant Bronzer. That's this one right here. And you can actually see it right there. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of bronzing. And yeah, you can probably tell I don't bronze a lot. So if it looks like I have no idea what I'm doing, really, really don't. But I do love warmth, and I don't like looking pale and one-dimensional. And this medium Sculpt color, it looks like cement, so I probably won't be using much of that at all. I don't think that, I don't know where on my body that is going to make a difference. That's it for the bronzer for me. And I'm going to do one of these highlighters. Now this is the first time I've not been scared to like layer highlighter over bronzer, over contour. I'm actually going to, I think I want to try this peachy one and then do the highlighter over that. I don't know why. Like I usually am really scared of too much layering because I have texture and it doesn't look great over texture, but something about this just makes me want to like just pile it all on. So let's see. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. contour brush for this one. Should I do peach? Should I do pink? No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stay safe right now. Yeah, that's definitely on there. And as you can see, that's not super obvious. You don't really see that. Like I see it, but you don't really see it on camera. But wait. So I'm just going in heavy with this. Yeah, I can see it. It's light. It doesn't make its presence known in an obnoxious way. But now I'm gonna go in with smashing. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right, okay, that's probably too much. That's probably too much. But as you can see, it's just, it does not hold back. And I really still need to get my highlighter technique down because that was way too much. It's way too much. Wow. I literally have spray painted my face. Oh my God. Okay, let's see if we go in on the other side a little bit more cautiously with smashing again. Let's just see if I can hold back a little bit. That's a little bit more tame. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go for it, might as well just take it to the limit. Smashing is a lot. And, you know, when I first got into highlighter, I wanted a lot. I wanted to put it on and just immediately see it. And if you're somebody who just wants to immediately see your highlight, I mean, I have Maybelline Molten Chrome Gold. That one's wonderful. It's not like this though. You don't see it right away. You know, if you want, I think every lady should have a highlighter that is just like, boom, no build up, just right there. Let's get into this topper though. This topper, this obsessed topper. I'm just gonna put it right on my lips because you don't really need anything else. Like, I'm sure it would make a fabulous topper and I will figure out what it looks good on top of at some point, but I've only just got it, so I just want you to see what it looks like just right on top of my lips. And yes, I am going to attempt to put this on with the plastic pointy knife. That is this applicator. Doesn't need that much. Do you see the sparkles? It's just sparkly goodness. It is sticky, but the sparkle payoff is very real and with very little to be done. And it definitely gives a pinkish, champagne-ish shift. Is definitely on the pinky peachy side, and I love that. So I mean, all in all, like, I'm pretty impressed with this $10 palette. Yes, the shimmers are kind of trashy, at least the one that I've used, and you know, one shimmer is formulated one way, pretty much all the shimmers are like that. But I am really loving the bronzer and the highlighter and the brush and this topper, and so I just feel like I don't regret this purchase at all. For $10, how could you? It's really cool. I'm really glad I got it. Yes, I am disappointed in the plastic packaging, but I can work with it. I will definitely be able to use it for practical everyday looks. I really like this look. I think that everything just comes together really well. I don't think that the eyeshadow look is as much as a disaster as I thought. And they have a bunch of other ones. They have like a Sienna's palette that I'm looking at too. I'm not gonna get it though. I'm not getting it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not getting it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not getting it. I'm not gonna get it. But it looks really nice. But do you have to spend that much more money to like not put it in plastic? Because that would be nice. That is my review of the Profusion Beauty Superstars palette. If you like this video, prove it and hit the like button. If you don't like it, that's totally okay. If you like it enough to want to see more, then subscribe. On that note, see, wasn't that good? That was the best closing I've ever done. Best closing I've ever done. Best. I also don't know what facial expressions to make when I'm leaving. I don't know what face am I supposed to give you. I'll see you later. Bye. Bye. Bye.